do you look at these preseason games as a tone-setting opportunity, and are you setting some personal benchmarks for yourself early in the season?
Really, I just it's another game and an opportunity to get better, and being off for so long. I would say it's kind of a vibe of trying to prove anything to myself, but you kind of want to just find your rhythm as fast as possible and treat this like a regular season game as much as possible, even though we're missing James and Draymond, and our rotations are a little different than they're going to be. But personally, you can approach the game as if it's a regular season situation and try to find your rhythm since we've been off for so long. Are y'all sleepy? Y'all want to go to sleep? I want to go to sleep too.
Steve has labeled 34 minutes as the target this year. Are you going to try to push him at times to get over that 34 minutes?
Every single game.
Think you're going to succeed?
Probably not every single game.
How much? I mean, how much do you think you will need to try to nudge him up to 37, 38 if it's a close game this season?
I mean, it's hard to say. Obviously, if we get it going, my normal rotation is trying to play the whole first quarter and then see where the second quarter, it makes sense to come back in. The third quarter, the same. Hopefully, I stay out of foul trouble so that I can play, my normal stretches. But I'm not. I've been through this. I know it's a long season and you can't be, a superhero right away. But, we'll try to understand what the situation is and respond accordingly, but be smart at the same time. Again, because, we have been off for so long, and, you don't want a situation where anybody's put in a position to fail in terms of kind of overexerting yourself. So it's about being smart and having that conversation. I'm definitely going to, be in his ear, and Mike Brown has that sheet that he loves to know who's coming in, who's coming out. Raymond just showed it to me, so I know what it is.
Hi, Steph. Carlos Ramirez, NBC Bay Area and Telemundo. We've seen an uptick on zone defense year after year, last year to this year. Do you think that's something that fits this team?
Us playing zone defense?
Yeah.
I mean, it just gives you a different look. It's weird, and even when I first came in back in 2009, like the first 3 or 4 years, you never really saw it. And then when you started to see different combination of like-sized guys, how much three-point shooting there is now, the zone kind of came back as a way to just give it a different look. Tonight, I think we played it a couple times. Sacramento played it a lot. For us, defensively, it's just a change of speed, hopefully to keep the offense on their heels. I don't think we'll play a majority of the time. We won't be playing zone, but it is nice to have it as a second option. Because honestly, not a lot of teams practice the zone offense. So it's kind of one of those things.
And Steve said he didn't like the first half defense you guys showed. Is that something that just gets fixed by plugging Draymond in?
I mean, that helps in terms of his approach to that in the floor, him being vocal. But we obviously, everybody else has to do their job to make sure he's in position to take us, to a whole nother level. So he is the glue. He is the quarterback. He's the defensive coordinator. He's everything. So, we all have to be in sync and 5 guys on a string, and then he makes us an amazing defense.
Hey, Steph, you're entering your 7th season in the league under Kerr. I'm curious, what was your first impression of him, and how has your relationship grown through all the ups and downs, and how has he guided you guys and you specifically through everything?
We knew it was a pivotal point in our organization in terms of coming off 3 years with Mark Jackson and what he meant to my success and my confidence in the league. And then that first year was obviously an amazing journey, winning a championship. But He hasn't changed at all, even through the physical stuff that he's been through, with him being in and out of, his seat. He's always approached the role of coaching this team with transparency and communication and managing people and understanding that it does take, 1 through 15 to do anything special. And he's been very consistent on that. So for me, is the PG and the extension of him on the court, I think we have a really good relationship, good chemistry, able to make adjustments on the fly and have those conversations. And hopefully this year will be more of the same.
What would you say is the biggest thing that you've learned from him?
I don't think I learned any in terms of what I'm about to say. I don't think I learned this, but it's more the perspective of appreciation of what we get to do for a living every single day. We haven't lost that, no matter how successful we've been. I mean, championships we won, how many we've lost. He always keeps the right perspective around. The NBA is a blessing, and the ability to play basketball and be in our world is an amazing experience, and that's refreshing to know. Like, we all have lives off the court as well, so he appreciates and values that and what we all bring in our own stories. But it makes you appreciate the opportunity to play the game and know that your coach has kind of the same mindset.
So if we haven't talked to you since James's first practice yesterday, what do you think of your first time on the court with him?
I've said it, everything I said before. Watching him, in practice, kind of remains true. He's got an extremely high ceiling. He's made his presence felt, in our short little hour window of practice, and just excited for him to get some reps and be in that game-like situation and atmosphere. So his energy was crazy. It was like letting a puppy out the cage. He was all over the place, full of energy and full of excitement to learn. He was asking questions. The mistakes that he made were only because he was trying, too hard. So that helps in terms of trying to bring him along pretty quickly.
Kent Bazemore has talked a little bit about how this past year was tough for him personally, but that coming to Golden State has helped him get back into a good mindset. Have you noticed that, and what has it been like having him back on the team?
I mean, it means a lot to have that familiarity with our organization and just personally what he's about. He has been through a lot of ups and downs, changes of scenery, but he brings such a professional approach and positive attitude to pretty much everything. And so he's great in the locker room. He's great for the young guys to be around him. He works, and he takes, his approach to the game seriously. So excited that he has an opportunity to really impact our team, really be an anchor of that second unit and give us an edge on that front and some leadership. He's made his presence felt, really quickly.
Steph, do you see yourself using the mid-range jumper more this year, since they're trying to chase you off the 3 line and they're probably waiting for you at the rim? I saw tonight you got going with the mid-range jumper on your first shot. You think that's something you'll pull out more this year?
I think the approach is to take what defense gives me, no matter what the situation is. I wouldn't, being able to get to the basket, obviously a threat from the behind the line. You have to have all of that, but try to make the game as easy as possible. If they're playing aggressively and trying to take me off the line and, send it help at the rim, that is a shot you got to be able to take and shoot with confidence. But it's really not choreographed. It's just make things as simple and easy as possible, knowing, you will see a lot of attention, a lot of bodies. And I don't think any of those are bad shots. You just got to be decisive.
So you're not really like opposed to it, are you? Like, you're not one of the people like 3 or layup, right? You'll take it.
I can get my Rip Hamilton on every once in a while.
Jeff, Jason, Dumas, KRON 4. A lot has been made about your guys' depth this year, and you saw tonight the bench got you guys back in the game. Nico, Damian, Kent all making plays. Do you think that can be an area of strength for you guys this year?
I mean, it has to be. We have to have versatility to throw out a couple different lineups, and for our second year to have an identity of how they're going to impact the game. So, there's a lot of opportunity there. You got JP's playing amazing. D. Lee's coming off the bench, making his presence felt. Like you said, Kent. Nigo's, new on the job and has a chance to make strides. We got the ultimate professional in Brad. So, a lot of guys that are hungry to, make impact and give us, something off the bench. And for that, again, that second year to have an identity about how they, go about their business. So they're going to continue to get better as we go. But it's nice to see guys playing with confidence.
What impressed you most about the Warriors game so far in the first two preseason games?
I think just the energy and excitement we're playing with, because I think we're all excited to be back. I mean, it's been a long time. So I don't want to kind of overanalyze the game right now, because we literally have had 5 group practices, I think, in 2 games. So we're always going to have to kind of judge day by day how we're getting better. We haven't even dipped into like our 4th offensive play call yet. So it's kind of just piecing it together. But the energy that we're playing with, the excitement, the commitment to, just compete, I think that's great to see. And guys are all bought in. So to start there and know we can always get better over the course of the season, that's the goal.
And do you believe that your team is on the right way about the tip-off of the season?
Yeah, we're excited. We got one more preseason game, and then we'll get it cracking next Tuesday or whenever it is. So I'm excited. Basketball is back.